A Ukrainian recon drone patrols a dirt road leading toward the Zaporizhia sector when it identifies a lone Russian soldier moving quickly across the open route. The moment he notices the camera overhead, he breaks into a run, hoping the tree line or scattered brush might buy enough time to disappear. The drone keeps steady distance, recording every step while operators relay his exact position to an incoming FPV unit tasked with finishing the sweep. The soldier darts into a thick bush, pressing himself low as if the cover might mask his heat signature or hide the movement of his hands. But the search does not stop. The FPV arrives a few seconds later, circling the brush in a slow, controlled pass and locking onto the concealed figure. After choosing the cleanest angle, it pushes forward into the branches, ending the chase with a precise and silent impact from above. The pursuit shows how layered drone tracking prevents isolated fighters from slipping through surveillance gaps. Near a slope just off a main road, a recon drone spotted a faint silhouette moving alone through the low light. The figure matched infantry profile, and the coordinates were sent within moments. An FPV drone arrived on station. The target began moving again, triggered by the sound of buzzing in the distance, but the drone held steady, tracking without hesitation. When within range, it closed the gap and struck cleanly. The target was fully neutralized. Every movement matters when drones are watching. Morning light drifts over a quiet grass field as a Ukrainian recon drone picks up unexpected movement below. A lone Russian soldier is making his way across open terrain with no support in sight. Unaware that every step is already being tracked, the coordinates are sent to an FPV unit that begins a steady approach. When the rising buzz reaches him, he lifts a small weapon, hoping to drive the drone off, but the operator keeps control, shifts position, and moves in to neutralize the threat before he can break away. Near a damaged building complex on the Lyman axis, a reconnaissance drone detected a lone Russian soldier moving cautiously into the rubble. He carried a rifle with the safety already off and appeared to be seeking cover. The drone circled high, briefly disappearing behind the collapsed structure before returning at a low angle. It waited. The soldier crouched near a broken wall, unaware he had been marked. At the right moment, the drone surged forward and struck with precision. The target was neutralized before any response could be made. This type of delayed strike, watching first, waiting later, turns hesitation into a tactical vulnerability. A Ukrainian FPV drone sweeps a dirt route recently used by withdrawing Russian forces when it spots a lone soldier moving with only a rifle in hand. The drone slows its approach to verify the target, drifting lower as the man finally notices the steady movement overhead. He backs away, while firing a short burst meant to stop the advance, and one round clips the drone's frame but fails to break its control. The operator steadies the feed, shifts to a cleaner angle, and drives forward to neutralize the threat before he can disappear into the open terrain. During a routine morning patrol over an empty field near the front line, a Ukrainian FPV drone moves through the area to check the aftermath of a recent clash. As the drone scans the terrain, it identifies a lone Russian soldier, walking without any weapon or visible gear. His pace is slow and deliberate, shaped by age and fatigue. With a heavy mustache and glasses suggesting long service, the drone maintains distance, confirms the target, and gradually closes in, ultimately neutralizing the threat before he can move out of sight. Along a dirt road scarred by a failed offensive, a Ukrainian drone was sent to sweep the area. It spotted a disoriented soldier alone, possibly left behind during withdrawal. As the buzzing grew louder, he turned and opened fire, attempting to intercept. The drone held course, unfazed. It closed in steadily, adjusting only once before striking with precision. The target was neutralized before another shot could be fired. In drone warfare, hesitation doesn't decide the outcome, certainty does. A Ukrainian FPV drone locked onto a Russian shelter concealed beneath a trench. Inside, two soldiers attempted to remain hidden after previous shelling. The drone maintained a steady angle, adjusted its altitude, and advanced directly toward the entrance, striking the underground position with controlled precision and efficiency. Across a wide open field, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone detected a lone figure moving carefully through the grass. The soldier wore a thermal blocking cloak, an attempt to bypass drone detection. But fiber optic sensors confirmed the heat signature. A strike drone was launched immediately. The soldier never broke stride. No reaction, no evasion. The drone descended at speed, scanning once. The scene takes shape over an open field cut by a narrow drainage ditch, where a Ukrainian FPV drone scans a small Russian group moving along the bank. Recon operators relay the coordinates, and a second FPV begins a controlled approach, holding its line until the soldiers notice the sound and try to break away across the empty ground. The drone keeps its angle, closes the gap, and neutralizes the group before they can reach cover. The engagement shows how rapid targeting can deny advancing forces even the smallest terrain advantage. In a sparse forest near the front line, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone scanned the area after a recent clash. Between scattered trees, it spotted a lone Russian soldier moving carefully, as if searching for cover or a place to rest. His slow, cautious steps suggested exhaustion more than alertness. The drone relayed his coordinates, and an FPV unit was deployed to intercept. From above, the operator observed as the soldier stopped, knelt to the ground, and remained still. Realizing he had been detected, the FPV drone approached quietly, maintaining a low altitude before closing in with precision. The mission concluded swiftly and without disruption. A Ukrainian FPV drone drifts through a dense forest after a recent clash, sweeping the area to ensure no enemy remains hidden. After several minutes of scanning, the feed reveals a Russian soldier resting against the base of a thick tree, exhausted from earlier fighting and unaware that he has been spotted. The drone confirms the target, adjusts its path, and moves in to neutralize the threat with controlled precision. The moment shows how post-battle sweeps help drones secure terrain before units advance again. Across a stretch of open ground, a Ukrainian drone picks up a Russian soldier moving cautiously toward a cluster of tall grass. He stops there for a moment, scanning the area as if unsure whether he is completing a task or simply recovering after being separated from his unit during a failed push. When the rising buzz echoes across the field, he drops into a firing stance and tries to engage the approaching FPV with a light weapon. The attempt falls short, and the drone continues forward, closing in to neutralize the threat. Today's footage captures a sequence of isolated Russian soldiers caught in open terrain, each reacting differently under drone pursuit. Some fired upward, attempting to intercept. Others froze, hoping concealment might buy time. But none succeeded. Each FPV drone adjusted mid-flight, recalibrating its angle until the target was neutralized. The footage reveals not chaos, but control, every move calculated, every strike deliberate. What seems random from the ground is, from above, the precision of patience and timing. In modern warfare, reaction speed no longer favors the one holding the weapon. In open terrain near the front line, operators from Ukraine's Wormbusters drone team detected two Russian soldiers moving together on a motorcycle. The FPV drone was dispatched instantly, closing the distance in seconds. The riders showed no awareness of the incoming threat, maintaining their course across the dirt path. From above, the drone adjusted its trajectory, confirmed visual, and struck with precision. The vehicle was neutralized, halting their advance completely. A Ukrainian recon drone moves along a shallow stream bed near the front line when it spots a Russian soldier wading through the water with slow, heavy steps. His posture shows fatigue, and his focus is fixed on the ground ahead, unaware that his location has already been marked and passed to an incoming FPV unit. The sound of the drone reaches him only when it is close, and he hesitates as he tries to push toward the bank for cover. Slowed by the current and the weight of each step, the FPV closes the distance with controlled precision, holds the angle for confirmation, and then moves in to neutralize the threat before he can break from the water. The footage highlights how mobility limits in difficult terrain give drones a decisive advantage in pursuit. A Ukrainian FPV drone moves across an empty patch of ground when it spots a lone Russian soldier walking with his head tilted upward, as if checking the sky for threats he cannot see. The drone lowers its altitude and closes in with controlled precision. When it reaches striking distance, the soldier reacts fast and avoids the first pass, forcing the operator to loop around for a second attempt. He raises a light weapon and fires in a brief burst, but the drone shifts its angle, slips past the shots, and makes contact to neutralize the threat. The sequence shows how persistence and angle control let drones finish engagements despite early resistance. Inside an abandoned factory near the front line, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone was deployed to sweep the area after recent combat. The structure was silent, its corridors filled with debris and shadows. For several minutes, the drone hovered and scanned each room, confirming no immediate signs of movement. Then, deep inside one of the chambers, a faint heat signature appeared: a lone Russian soldier hiding behind scattered crates. The operator confirmed the target, and an FPV drone was dispatched. The strike was precise and controlled, ensuring the area was secured.